Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chikako. If you're watching my video for the first time, I am a small business owner and illustrator living in Canada. In this channel, I'm sharing my experiences and inspiration through my art journey to creatives who enjoy pursuing art. Nice to meet you! Today's topic, I'm so excited to talk about my first children's book. So I had a story seed a few years ago, and last year I could finally publish my first children's book. In the end of the video, I want to encourage you who are dreaming of publishing book but feeling stuck, like I was. Alright, let's go! A few years ago, I made this one artwork and story idea. What if hedgehog was actually wearing the spiky coat and secretly enjoying their fashion? And starting from this idea, not only hedgehog, what about all animals like peacock or cow enjoys their fashion secretly, having fun in the forest? So after polishing some idea, I made my first storyboard, which is this one. I think that you cannot understand what I was doing. Maybe only I could understand what's going on. But that was my first storyboard. And so I made a story, but what's next? And I didn't know. Before telling you the story, I have to share that there were so many processes, such as getting received rejection email or making failure and disappointment. But in the end of the day, today I really feel thankful what I have been through. What I want to tell you is first-hand experience would never get wasted, and that makes you stronger. So let's start the story. So I didn't know anyone around me who experienced publication process. So what I did was to research Google, and also like you, watching YouTube video and see how other people were doing for publishing book. I don't know any shortcuts, to be honest, but in general, author goes to a publication company's page and find submission part, and you'll find the link or email to send your idea to them. And what's gonna happen next is you might need to wait 2 months for getting reply, or 6 months, sometime not receive anything. Also, I tried to apply some competitions that if you get chosen, you have a right to publish your book through their publication service. But again, I didn't have a chance to get their response, unfortunately. It's a bit manual, but what I did was to open Excel sheet and research all publication company or picture book agency and fill in, sending a message one by one saying, hello, are you interested in publishing my book? Or just like sales email. But yeah, if I think about it, I didn't get used to get rejected. So each rejections or ignorance made me very disappointed. Yeah, my motivation got lower and lower by doing that. I guess that publication companies or these people were receiving bunch of emails like me saying that, hey, I have an idea. And I even don't know that my email reached out to them. And I didn't have any experience or enough skill to prove that my book is valuable to them. I just wanted to publish this book. So that was only my side. But yeah, this is me, Chika, speaking today. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, the process sending email, someone that I don't know, and receiving rejection, ignorance was not very fun process. But at the same time, I also learned that I need something that I could prove to them that my book has a value. And by being chosen by those companies or something that is not controllable, and it's out of my hand. So I wanted to do something that I could control while I was sending an email to them. And one of the picture book agency in Japan contacted me saying that, are you interested in drawing someone's children book, like an illustration service? And I thought that, that could be interesting for me to learn how the book would be made. By being a part of them, I could understand what would be the process until the day you get a book physically. And also, I was very inspired by these authors who are willing to pay for the service to publish books. And it kind of makes sense that there is a service who are providing to take care of the rest after making the story, because there are so many processes going on. Like, you make a story and do illustration. Some of you might do both, like making story and illustration like me. And after that, you have to find someone who can check your story from different perspective. If the story is good for kids, or educational, or ethical, or like those kind of things, including grammar mistakes as well. And also, you need a graphic designer who are taking care of texting parts. And also, you need a connection with a good printing company. There are so many processes going on for publishing one book. And through this process, I learned that publishing picture book takes a lot of time and effort. And working with those authors are giving me an idea of self-publication by using the service. I was still a bit hesitating to spend lots of cost for going through these processes. And what I found was Amazon KDP, which is the service provided by Amazon. Once you upload your book by data, and they're gonna take care of a publication process. Once you order and you can receive your book physically, also customers do. So if you could do marketing very well by yourself, that could be really nice options. But for me, I had a bit technical issue and my submission was rejected by having an error. I couldn't know what was wrong because I was thinking that I was doing correct and watching lots of YouTube video, but it didn't work somehow. So that gave me lots of frustration and I didn't have anyone to ask why it was wrong. So I changed my idea that, okay, so let's take this as a lesson. This time I decided to choose a local company, and by being a customer, I decided to ask a bunch of questions like the part that I wasn't clear. Thankfully, those sessions, I could learn quite a lot about publication part. Yeah, that was really good for me to go through which part printing people cares about. I was scared of having a stock from the beginning, but at the same time, book is not like food to be rotten. So I just decided to make a space in my inventory to keep those books. And that's how I received my first book. I really should have recorded when the moment I received the book, but I was very slow about social media or recording myself at that time, so small regret. So yeah, I published 50 books for the first time. No one still knew I published the book. And what did I do was to join the local market. And local market was really a lesson for me. And through the process, I could see what was missing in my book. That was research. To be honest, I don't have kids right now, and also I didn't have a lot of experiences to play around with them. It's a little bit shame, but I didn't show this book to children before publication. I only show those to adults who likes children book. That was a bit wrong approach. So what I could do was, in the local market, I could show my children book to people who are passing by, including children and family, and could get an instant reply and feedback. It wasn't about purchasing. It was also including the body language and retention of interest. So that was really interesting for me to analyze what was missing in this book and what was working well in this book. Also, it was very satisfying moment that local children took my book and read in front of me. I also sold this book to a local library, so library has my children's book right now. I met a teacher from kindergarten, and she sent me a picture that these children were enjoying my book when she read, and that made me so happy. So far, I have 25 books in my hand out of 50. I wasn't actively selling except the local market. So this is something that I want to try marketing or telling to people that I'm selling, and that would be my another challenge. But by doing this, if I could sell all of them, it would be also nice proof to publication company in the future. Hey, I sold 50 books to local people and they liked it, and then having a lot of testimonial, for example. I believe that would be already presentable and more outstanding sales talk instead of just saying, hi, I'm an author, I have a story. Also, when I go to a local market, it's very inspiring that some of people are selling their self-publication. I recommend you to find people who publish the book, and where you can find is one of the places is local market. Okay, last chapter, let's talk about days after publishing my book. Frankly speaking, I don't have second book yet, and I don't have passion about it right now. The reason is doing and dreaming was a bit different things. I find a different passion through all the processes. For example, when I went to market, I find out that my artwork attracted to adults instead of children. They gave me a smile when they saw my artwork and telling me my artwork has a storytelling. And that made me recognize that my passion was storytelling. And after realizing that my passion was storytelling, I thought that I want to make people having a cozy and fuzzy feeling through my artwork, so that people could think that, oh, today was a bit warmer somehow. How could I contribute to someone who are having a little bit sad day or feeling a little bit lost? And also recognize that I was a bit uncomfortable to talk to children when I was selling my artwork. It's because of lack of experience, and do I want to go and fill in my knowledge? And I didn't think that it was the right path. And that's the reason why I started to do YouTube video from this January, to reach my voice to people or artists who are looking for inspiration and passions. And it's been mostly a year. Thank you so much for finding this small channel and me. Your support means a lot to me, so thank you for following with me. So this long story short, let me summarize quickly. I had a book idea and I went to publication companies and agency, and I got lots of rejections and got me so demotivated. But meanwhile, I saw lots of authors who were having a passion to publish their own book by using the service. Then I decided to go to self-publication as well. Because I had a physical book, I could go to a market and doing some research by selling them directly to a customer. Also, I recognized that my passion was not selling my children's books to children. My passion was to heal adults instead. Definitely, those first-hand experiences that I did by myself was educating me and made me stronger. I don't know how you take this story, but I hope that it was a bit more realistic about publication and also having the idea of self-publication. But if you have any question about it, just reach out to me. I'm happy to answer for you. My next video will be Thursday. If you could subscribe this channel, I'm super happy to share more inspiration with you. Alright, so I will see you next time. Bye bye.